thing about you. I don't ever want to forget about you. No, I don't.
Alright, so personally for me, it's been probably solid 2 weeks since I've really bought anything from the dispensary. It's been probably like a week and a half or so since I've smoked anything from the dispensary, so I guess you could say I took a little tolerance break. Don't know how long it's been for him.
It's been 2 weeks. The same thing.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty much been the same because he dipped to Chicago, so you know, I mean, kind of have to when you go on airplanes and stuff. So, yeah, there was that. But he picked up some watermelon Z. I got some gelato. We only got one battery. He forgot to bring his, so we're gonna have to trade off and shit. But yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about tolerance breaks, why they're important, why probably take one if you're looking up the importance of tolerance breaks. This is specifically aimed towards concentrate smokers, but more importantly, cartridge smokers. So I've had my own experience with cartridges, and it's obviously the new wave, and it's pretty much how a lot of people are getting into cannabis nowadays. I mean, this is kind of what I do and what I'm gonna start putting into practice every month. I'm going to take about a week or so every month, just not smoking at all. One, for, just my overall health. I know it'll benefit me. I know that taking tolerance breaks, especially frequently like that, one, it'll save more money because, if you're smoking every day, you're going to build a tolerance no matter how you're consuming, whether it's through edibles, whether it's through topicals, whether it's actual bud flower, or if it's concentrates. Maybe you're smoking live rosin all the time. I mean, if you can afford it, that's great. The more tolerance you're gonna have, it's the more cannabis you're gonna have to consume to get that same type of feeling, because it's just building up. You have these receptors in your brains and you're kind of overloading them. I guess it's basically overconsumption. I mean, you're over-consuming cannabis, and that can lead to just having too much THC in your system. It's cannabis at the end of the day. So I mean, unless you're smoking like a freak amount of weed, there really are no physical withdrawals. It's all mental. It really is all mental. Talking about those receptors, how you're kind of overloading them with THC, a thing you can do with what I mentioned was, use CBD, maybe try Delta 8, or even try just a different type of consumption, because it's going to hit different receptors and it's going to work in your body in different ways. And that's obviously a change up for your body. So if you're switching things up and your body's like, okay, we're getting a break on this receptor, let's put this receptor to use. So you smoking a lot of weed, it can lead to some mental issues later down the line, especially if you don't take tolerance breaks and whatnot, and especially if you don't control the amount that you're consuming, because it's cannabis. You can overconsume quite easily. It's very easy, so you have to control it. It's the same thing with anything else. Too much of anything is never good. It's bad. You need to control yourself in all aspects of life. But cannabis is very important to control, because it can lead to a lot of different mental problems. There's feelings of you don't feel connected to anything, and I've had that before, where it's depersonalization, and that was from consuming a lot of distillate, which is just very concentrated THC. It's not very clean. I mean, it's clean, but it's not clean at this. You get what I mean. And so you get depersonalization, and you just kind of don't really feel connected to anybody or anything. It's a weird feeling. It's not fun, that's for sure. So as much as you might love weed, take a break, put it down. Maybe stop using cartridges too, because they're very easy to just pick up and smoke. Maybe go to flower. Anyways, I'm kind of just rambling on. I just want to make a short little video talking about tolerance breaks, and yeah, that's about it. So I'll see y'all. Yeah.